Hello to all our wonderful friends in the Senior Wellness Club. Today, let's have an open-hearted conversation about a topic that many still shy away from: erectile dysfunction in older men. I know it can feel uncomfortable to bring up, but it's incredibly important. This issue doesn't just affect physical health, it also touches deeply on emotional well-being, relationships, and our sense of self, especially as we age. Once men reach middle age and beyond, many start noticing changes in their sexual health that didn't exist before. Take Mr. James, for example. One of our longtime club members, he shared that after turning 50, things started to shift. Every time he was intimate with his wife, he'd feel excited at first. But within just a couple of minutes, everything would fade and he'd lose his erection. He felt frustrated, embarrassed, and stopped talking about it, even with the person closest to him. But let me be clear, James' story is far from unusual. In fact, according to medical experts, nearly 50% of men over the age of 50 experience some difficulty maintaining an erection long enough for satisfying intimacy. This isn't something to feel ashamed of. It's not a failure, it's simply part of the natural aging process, influenced by many things like circulation, heart health, blood pressure, diabetes, and even emotional stress. You see, an erection depends on healthy blood flow. As we get older, our blood vessels can become narrower or less flexible due to buildup over time. That makes it harder for blood to flow properly, and as a result, more difficult to get or keep an erection. Men with high blood pressure, diabetes, or elevated cholesterol are especially likely to struggle with this. In fact, medical studies show that men with high blood pressure are over 70% more likely to experience erectile dysfunction than men with normal pressure. And for men with diabetes, the risk is even double. I'm not sharing these numbers to alarm you, but to help you understand what's really going on so we can start talking about practical, effective ways to manage it. Besides issues with blood circulation, there's another key factor we need to talk about, and that's the role of male hormones, especially testosterone. This hormone plays a central role in maintaining sexual function and desire in men. As we age, testosterone levels naturally begin to decline, but it's important to know that not every man experiences this drop the same way. Some maintain fairly stable levels, while others may notice a real shift, reduced desire, lower energy, and less responsiveness to sexual stimulation. Much of this also depends on diet, lifestyle, and daily habits. Let's go back to our friend, Mr. James. Years ago, he worked in construction. He had long nights, often skipped proper rest, and drank more than he should have. By his early 40s, he already noticed a steep decline in his performance. Now, in his 50s, things have gotten even harder, so much so that intimacy has nearly vanished from his marriage. His wife, feeling frustrated and confused, began to grow distant. James, overwhelmed by guilt and shame, started avoiding closeness altogether. What James is going through is a classic example of low testosterone made worse by emotional stress, something many men experience but rarely talk about. The truth is, sexual desire isn't just physical, it's deeply emotional and psychological. When someone is weighed down by stress, anxiety, or even mild depression, those feelings directly impact their ability to perform. And here's the catch. The more a man worries about not measuring up, the more likely it is that performance issues will occur. It becomes a frustrating cycle, one that can be hard to break without the right kind of support. And it's not just about personal stress. Societal expectations and sometimes even pressure from a partner can add to the weight. We often hear phrases like, "A real man should always be strong," or "sex means a full perfect erection. But those ideas are misleading and, frankly, harmful. They put unnecessary pressure on men and strip away the gentle, emotional connection that intimacy should truly be about. Because intimacy isn't just about physical performance. It's about closeness, trust, and shared understanding. When that connection is nurtured, everything else tends to follow naturally. The good news is these challenges don't have to be permanent. Today, there are many ways to support and improve erectile function. From simple daily lifestyle changes to medical or psychological treatment if needed. Let's start with the basics, which are often the most powerful. Gentle, regular physical activity like walking, swimming, or even yoga can work wonders. These exercises help improve blood circulation and reduce stress, both of which are crucial for healthy sexual function. Eating well is just as important. A diet rich in fresh vegetables, fruits, and healthy fats helps keep the heart and blood vessels in good shape. And remember, good circulation means better performance. If you're curious, I've shared a few videos on my channel that highlight affordable and effective foods that can support stronger, longer-lasting erections. Feel free to check them out. Now, if you're someone who smokes or drinks heavily, cutting back, or better yet, quitting, can make a big difference. Smoking damages blood vessels, and alcohol can lower your ability to achieve and maintain an erection, especially over time. And if lifestyle changes aren't enough, it might be time to have a chat with your doctor. There are several prescription medications available today that increase blood flow to the penis and support erection. These aren't magic pills, though, and it's very important not to use them without a doctor's guidance. For those with heart conditions or on blood pressure medications, a professional evaluation is absolutely essential before starting anything. In some cases, men are found to have low testosterone levels during routine health checkups. When that's the case, doctors may recommend testosterone replacement therapy. However, this treatment isn't for everyone. It must be carefully managed and monitored by a medical professional, as improper use can carry risks. The good news is that testosterone can also be supported naturally through your diet and lifestyle. Let's talk about a few great options. Eggs, especially boiled eggs, are rich in healthy cholesterol, which the body uses to make testosterone. One boiled egg at breakfast each day is a simple and effective way to support hormonal health. Red meats like lean pork, beef, and lamb are excellent sources of zinc, a key mineral for testosterone production. Just remember to choose lean cuts and avoid too much animal fat. Oysters, often called the king of zinc, pack a powerful punch. Just one oyster can provide all the zinc you need for the day. Nuts and seeds such as almonds, pumpkin seeds, cashews, and walnuts are loaded with healthy fats, zinc, selenium, and vitamin E, all of which support male reproductive health and testosterone production. In addition to the foods we've talked about, don't overlook some simple kitchen staples that pack a powerful punch. Garlic and onions, for example, are rich in natural sulfur compounds that help detoxify the body, boost testosterone, and improve overall sexual health. Ginger works similarly, and it's easy to add to meals or enjoy as tea. By including these foods regularly in your diet, you'll support not just sexual health, but overall energy and vitality. Now let's take a step back and remember, testosterone isn't just about sex drive. It plays a vital role in daily energy levels, mood stability, and even bone strength. That's why maintaining a healthy testosterone balance is key to feeling strong, alert, and confident as we age. But let's not forget something just as important: communication. A lot of men feel pressured to perform or prove themselves in the bedroom, and that stress can take a real toll, not just on your own well-being, but on your partner's emotional experience as well. That's why open, honest conversation is so powerful. Instead of staying silent or feeling embarrassed, try talking to your partner. Share what's been on your mind, what's been difficult, and what both of you hope for in your intimate life. Sexual happiness isn't only about frequency or duration. It's about connection, mutual understanding, and shared pleasure, both emotional and physical. Some people believe that intimacy fades with age, but the truth is, intimacy simply evolves. It becomes richer, more emotional, and more meaningful. A soft glance, a warm touch, a hand held across the table, or even simply listening, these small gestures of love and care are as powerful as any physical act. For those looking for drug-free solutions, there are also assistive devices that can help, like vacuum pumps. These devices work by creating a vacuum around the penis, which draws blood into the area and helps create an erection. While it might sound technical, many couples have found them to be a very effective option, especially when medications aren't suitable or have side effects. Finally, I want to leave you with this. If you're struggling with erectile dysfunction, you are not alone. There is no shame in what you're going through, and you don't have to face it by yourself. Whether it's a doctor, a counselor, or a men's support group, help is available. Many men have walked this path before you and found their way back to confidence, connection, and joy with the right support. Let me leave you with this important reminder. Erectile dysfunction does not mean the end of your sex life. On the contrary, it can be the beginning of a new journey, one that helps you understand your body more deeply, tune into your emotional needs, and explore new ways to keep the flame of intimacy alive in your relationship. With the right knowledge, open communication, and proper medical guidance, you absolutely can continue to enjoy a fulfilling, loving, and meaningful intimate life, no matter your age. Sexual health is not something separate from overall health. It's a vital part of your well-being. So take care of yourself, physically, emotionally, and mentally, as a gift not only to yourself, but to your partner as well. And as always, here at the Golden Years Club, we're here to walk this path with you, with respect, care, and open hearts. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're bringing you more tips, encouragement, and guidance for staying healthy, connected, and confident every step of the way. Until next time, stay strong, stay kind to yourself, and never stop believing in the joy of connection.